Spencer Johnson, Who Moved My Cheese? Look, this is a parabola. You can read it in half an hour. I've actually got an illustrated children's version that I read to my children. But ultimately what it is recognizing, it's a story or a parable, and it relates mostly to work, but it's every part of your life. And what it's doing is getting you to think about change and being ready and capable of change, being willing to change. And it's this story about some mice, and they're running through this maze, and there's always, you can trust with it, there's going to be cheese there. You run through the maze, you go and get cheese, and you go back to your little house, and tomorrow you're going to go get cheese. And so there's this constancy, this certainty. And then one of the characters of the little mice are going like, well, we just can't expect the cheese to always be there. So he starts being a bit more adventurous and realizing that don't just keep going to the same place. That cheese is not always going to be there. And one other of the little mice in the story is just like, oh, you go and do what you want, you're crazy. I don't have to make any changes, that cheese is always going to be there. And so it's really that interesting story of recognizing that if you can anticipate change, if you can anticipate that things are going to necessitate change, and then you can prepare yourself now by making small changes now for your future, then your capacity to be resilient to change into the future is going to be more capable. And it's just a beautiful story, and you can read it to your kids, you can read it yourself, and you can remind yourself that you can actually make change if you choose.